I got a lot of work to do tonight. I'm the type of person, I procrastinate a little bit. It just is how I work better. I work better under pressure. How do you work best? Do you work best planning it out? Or do you work best at the 11th hour? I would like to know. I think it has to do with just personality. Because I always say I like things to be spontaneous and stuff like that. Maybe that's it. But anyway, I'm just taking this cornbread that I had made and I'm really breaking it up. And for a person who is a good cook, I got a confession. I am not the bomb at cornbread, but I do okay. But your cornbread don't need to be perfect or anything. It just needs to be more on the corn side than the side of bread. So I don't want it to be bready. More like the cornbread side of bread, because whenever I cook dressing, I always add some bread to mine. And if I have to leave a loaf of bread out for a couple of days, then that's what I'm going to do, because I need some bread in my dressing. I don't only use cornbread in there. It has to be the right ratio. But yeah, I was talking about earlier, I was clarifying that these dinners that we're doing, my family and I, they're targeted for people who are less fortunate. When I talk about and think about less fortunate, I'm not just talking about like your peer under the bridge and stuff. I'm talking about like less fortunate. Like, you don't have no family. Some people have lost their way and things like that. And with this food that we're gonna be serving and stuff, I'm gonna let you see how it comes out. I don't give stuff to people that I would normally throw in the trash, or I don't really want it like that, you know. I give people stuff. If I'm gonna give it to you, I'm gonna give you something that I would eat myself or that I would use. Like if it's clothes, even if I could fit it, then I'm gonna, if I can't fit it or something, but it's nice, then I give it away. But if not, then, you know, don't be giving people junk all the time. Something that you don't want. Something that you feel like is for the trash can. And you know it. So, I'm doing my best to make sure that this dinner is going to be very, very good. So I'm putting my whole heart in there, and it's gonna take, I'm gonna burn the midnight oil tonight. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be up all night long. Just finishing out what I need to finish. And my daughter, she's doing the turkeys. Excuse me, y'all, I'm finna scream real loud. Tati! She says she wanted to take out another turkey. And I don't think it's necessary, but y'all gonna see it's gonna be in abundance. It's gonna be too much food. But the goal is this year to feed 150 people. I will be okay at 125 because that'll at least, it'll almost double what we did the last time, because I think we did about 70 plates that last time. That was in 2023. So we didn't do 2024. So what is going on these plates is going to be turkey and dressing, green beans and potatoes, probably yams on some of them. I don't know if I'll be able to do it on all of them, Because with the way that these yams are set up, that's the one thing I can't guarantee every single person would have yams in there. But they're going to have some good nourishment. So how's everybody doing out there? I hope you guys are feeling blessed. Too blessed to stress. Sometimes, you know, you get to feeling sorry for yourself around, just in life, you know, and I've been having these little pity parties and stuff like that. So I've been listening to a lot of motivational things to help me to not feel beat down, to not feel like, not to allow anything to get in my way of what I need to be, just keeping my eyes on the Lord. And so that's what I've been really just studying and meditating and praying for, because the more you keep your eyes on God, the less interference is going to happen. And you just want to keep on breaking that cornbread up down as far as possible. Now the whole recipe for this cornbread for the dressing is on my channel. Sometimes I think, you know what, I ain't gonna make no videos for a while because there's so many videos on there that's really good. Now the biggest thing that I sell, the people that they pay me the most for to cook for them is greens. And the dressing is the number 1, mac and cheese number 2, and I'd say greens number 3. Because that's their favorite thing that I cook. And I know there's a lot of you guys that are good cooks out there. You know, I guess I would say I'm making dressing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just want to be a blessing to somebody. Because God has been too good to my family for me not to want to be a blessing, and other people, even other people have known that we're trying to outreach in this community of these people that are less fortunate. And there has been people who have dug into their own pocket to offer us help. There have been a couple people who said that if I wanted them to cook, they would. And somebody bought me a couple turkeys and some yams. So people have been good this year, because the reason why I mentioned anything, that last time there were so many people who said that they wanted to be involved and they wanted to help and they wanted to do something out here in the community. And so they said, next time you do anything, let us know. So sometimes I like to just try to do something, you know what I mean? I just feel bad for people out there. We live in Colorado, okay? That's where I live at. And although Colorado is not all snow like what you see on TV and just mountain, it is mountains and it's pretty. But it's not just everybody sitting up skiing. I've never been skiing a day in my life. But I live in Colorado and it gets cold out here. The coldest month is probably going to be January. So, you know, it's hard to see people. I've heard of people just being outside, just found under bridges and stuff out here. Just, you know, just based on how cold it can get. And it doesn't, what I was trying to say earlier, it doesn't take you to be related to a person to realize these people that surround me in this life, these are my brothers and sisters in Christ. It don't matter if they don't look like you and all that, and they from the same bloodline. It's just what it is. Until we just really, really, really recognize the fact that we are all brothers and sisters in Christ, is going to be the day that we begin to do better. That is going to be until we recognize it, until we realize it. That is going to be until that's going to keep us divided. Because see, we think for some reason that your family is that's your family over there, and this is mine. Let me take care of my family, but not look out for nobody else. You know, sometimes you just gotta just be willing to help somebody else and not sit up there and watch them struggle. And then there's people who want to see other people struggle because it builds their own self-esteem and stuff like that. But when it's really said and done, there's nothing about that that makes you do any better for yourself. Wishing bad on somebody, it ain't gonna make you better. Run around lying on people, spreading rumor about people, it ain't gonna make people see you as being better. You know, the one thing I'm trying to get to a point where, let me turn this music down and I gotta grab some. Let's see here. Alexa, stop. I can't even get up here. What is what I want? All right, I'm back. So anyway, what I was saying is that your life doesn't get better because you tear other people down. It does nothing for you. It serves you no real purpose. I mean, you know what I mean? Your life gets better though, and it serves you a purpose, and it serves you better to do right by people and try your best to be right by people. Try not to be no person who is, you know, just sitting up there, and if you are doing it, looking all down your nose and all that. And don't be that person who got to step on somebody to get ahead. Just get ahead. Just step up. That's all. So right here I added some herb seasoned cubes. This says stuffing. And that is exactly what I want. Some form of bread. Now, this is another box, but this is a cornbread. Now I put everything in mine. And if I had a loaf of bread that I had left out or was stale, I'd put that in there too. It's, for me, the dressing to be good, it's about the consistency. So I think I'd say number one is the main thing people want from me as my dressing. 2 is the mac and cheese. 3 is the greens, or tied at 2, I don't know. But these recipes are on this channel. I'm putting a bug out on your ear. And then I make my stuff separate. And I'm gonna show you guys that in a few. But yeah, I make my mostly everything else is gonna be separate. So what I do is I brown my meat. It's a lot of hard work going to my dressing and a lot of mixing. And the biggest thing that I can say when it comes to dressing is just mix it and mix it and mix it and mix it and mix it. Because if you mix your dressing and then you let it sit for a few minutes, you're going to notice that the liquid has been absorbed. And so that means that you need more liquid. You just got to get to the right consistency, and I'm going to show you guys that. I hope I'll show you that tonight. So anyway, we got this big bowl, and this is about how much stuff is in there. We're making enough dressing. Remember, we're going to be serving about 150 people. 125 is the least that we will be able to serve, but I feel like it'll be 150. And the size, the little boat plates came in And I liked enough the deepness of them. But what we want to do, I think, is get one of them papers to make sure it doesn't go through because it's biodegradable. And then there is each person tray. And we'll wrap their silverware for them. And just my prayer is that y'all just pray for me, pray for my family, pray for everybody involved, pray for the people who's less fortunate, pray for the people who are homeless, pray for the people who have lost people and who's grieving, pray for the people who's sick. You know, I mean, that's a lot of prayer that we could be doing. If we want to be talking about people, let's pray for them. That's the only talk that we need to do. We don't need to be saying nothing else about nobody unless it's praying for them. So with that being said, lift somebody up. Don't just get on your knees every night talking about, Lord, please take care of my family. What about there's other people out here. You don't think other families need care? Because remember, these people, they are your brothers and sisters in Christ. So now, I just made a video showing you guys how to make some chicken broth. I'm going to grab that chicken broth that I made from scratch because I'm going to show you guys later when I get ready to use it. But that's how your chicken, there's the homemade chicken broth. You do not need to pay for no box of chicken broth no more in your life. Stop doing it. Stop giving these people all your money. You can make it and you can do it. Going out here to these restaurants and stuff, and you can make your own Sunday, not Sunday, try it, you know, yourself. You'll be amazed. You'll be pleased with yourself if you try to make yourself a Thanksgiving dinner. Now, what I do want to do in this, I'm going to go ahead and just let it be drying out. So I'll take a piece of probably like aluminum foil and just lay it loosely on there and just sit it on my table so that it can get drier and drier and drier. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I still want some seasoning in this because every single thing that touches or is going in this dressing has to be seasoned, everything. And do not, for the life of me, add no eggs to your dressing. It's going to make your if you add eggs to your dressing, I don't care what whose recipe and they told you to do it. That is going to make a custardy type of a dressing, not a bread type of dressing that is on the side of cornbread, but just fire. So we're going to try doing it a different way. No eggs in it though. Okay, y'all, hang 10. Hold a minute. Okay, so here's some things that we're going to start with as far as our seasonings that we're going to want. And we're going to want to have them into our dressing. So I'm going to put some of my very own seasoning in here. This is my all-purpose seasoning. It is Shake It by Gina. And you can order it at shakeitbygina.com. So you don't have to worry with adding too much of this. First of all, we're making a huge amount. And secondly, this is just off flavor. It's not a lot of sodium in it. Oh, it gave me a little, got in my line. Hold on. So anyway, it's still going. We'll add plenty of that, right? Then I want some chicken powder in there. And the reason why is because this is going to require so much flavor that you'll be surprised once you're done. You'll be surprised. You're going to be still, but you add it up. Don't take and start pouring everything in there because it's going to be too salty. Add it slowly. So anyway, this is about a tablespoon and a half of chicken bouillon. Remember, this recipe is on my channel, but the one on my channel, it feeds a lot of people, but not the amount of this. If you want a big batch of dressing, then this is the recipe you want. This will feed your whole family and the greedy ones too. So, because you know it wouldn't be right if we don't have some family members coming over taking 10 plates home. I mean, come on now. And we got to be prepared. So we're going to add some black pepper. And as far as the chicken boil, I told you guys, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of black pepper. And I'm going to add some thyme. I got an open thyme. Let me get an open one. Some sage. Okie dokie. Sage rubbish. Where's my open time? Oh well, I guess we're gonna open another time. I hate that. And directly into this, guys, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna add a little bit more pepper because I want some coarse pepper. In my dressing, I could tell you a big thing that I don't do is add a whole bunch of garlic. I go heavy on onion flavor though. Heavy on the onion flavor. I'm adding another 2 teaspoons of black pepper into this dry dressing. Well, about 1. I'm gonna do 1. I done changed my mind. Okay. And then I'm going to take some Aruba sage and I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons in there. Say, it don't matter if it's rubbish or ground, but I prefer rubbish, ground, and fresh. Those will come, the fresh one will come into play in a little bit. So here we have some thyme. And what I like to do, y'all, you know how I'm always talking about improvising in your kitchen and stuff? Because, I mean, when we sit up here talking about ingredients, do you really think that your ancestors and our people had all these ingredients that you have the luxury of having? I mean, probably not, and that food was the bomb. So anyway, what you're gonna do, if in this case your improvising can start with, this is thyme. And what I like to do is give it a little smell because I could tell that it's an earthy herb. This earthy herb goes in here. Not heavy, but it goes in there. We'll say a tablespoon. And then we want a lot of just a little fake parsley flakes. Because as you go through it, then we want to have some little green pieces in there. And then what we'll do, we'll go back in and see how it feels as far as does it feel mixed with the bread. We know it's all dry, but you still want to mix it up. You don't want to pour it in liquid. So we just start going in and we're mixing and we're breaking that bread up still. Sit down. Sit down, Cookie. Sit down. Thank you, ma'am. Hi, baby. Oh, come on in here. Everybody comes up to me and my whole family. And because I got this thing with pajamas, I love pajamas. Oh, and I have always loved pajamas ever since I was a little girl. I feel like pajamas make you sleep better. You lay down, Cookie. Lay down. Lay down over there. Lay down. And so anyway, it's because my mom bought me all these pajamas when I was a little girl. So it just caused me to have a love for them. So now everybody in my family, including my dear old mom, will walk up to me and they say, I'm matching pajamas today. So that my daughter's so silly, so she tapped me from the back to say, I'm matching. But I don't know, like when my mom was alive, I always took care of my mom. I took care of my mom. We always lived together, no matter what. I think we didn't live together maybe a couple times through life, but we always came back and we always lived together. And of course, I took care of her when she was elderly. I could not have done it without my family because it's just like just to have that support is a blessing because you don't want your family members to be, like in nursing homes and here you are fully able. Or somebody in that family is able to. Hey, can you give me one of my that roll of that, what is that called? That covering where you cover the food up. Aluminum foil. I have the long roll. See if I have enough of that. I just want a loose piece on here. But yeah, take care of your people. So, and that's another thing. We have to consider that sometimes less fortunate too because these elderly people, half of them don't even get a visit from their own children that they gave birth to.
Can I use that turkey?
Yeah.
That was cut up.
Yeah. Hey, that's why I called you. Can you take out that last turkey out of the freezer? Because you said we need 3 turkeys.
Yes,
Right? We need 3? Okay. Take out some chicken breast too. A pack of chicken breast. Because we're going to put some chicken in here too. But my secret ingredient in my dressing is that daggone Jimmy Dean sausage. I'm telling y'all, you got to try making your dressing. The recipe that's on my channel, it goes crazy with the Jimmy Dean sausage. That's one of the biggest things. And it's the breakfast sausage, but you can, if you don't eat pork, you can certainly eat the Butterball turkey breakfast sausage, but it's the breakfast sausage has sage in it, and remember that's what our dressing is. That's the base. That's the base of our dressing is sage for most people who make country dressing. Southern style dressing. We gotta have that sage up in there. And that breakfast sausage got all that good sage in there. So that's why I want you guys to try. I'm almost begging y'all to try this recipe. Shoot. One day, maybe I just have some restaurants, but I don't want to run them. I want other people. I want it to be other people that learn the recipes and stuff. It's too hard running a restaurant. It's hard enough running for Thanksgiving. But we doing what we can. What's wrong? You don't see the thing? Okay. But yeah, let's learn to just keep everybody lifted up. And this time of year is the worst. Ooh, this time of year. Lord have mercy. Sometimes I think, am I going to have a nervous breakdown thinking about my mom? My mom passed 2 years ago this last May. I can't even believe it's that long, but it'll be 3 birthdays. She missed 3 of her birthdays. And she would be 93 years old 2 days after Christmas. So, that's hard. That's hard. And then I have 3 brothers who died in December. Every sibling that I had that died in December. One of them died on Christmas Eve. One of them died December 2nd. And one of them died December 22nd. 2 of them died in the past 2 Christmases. So I know how hard it is when you're sitting up here and you're thinking about, like, you got your family and this and all these things going on, and it's painful, and you know other people got their family, and that's why I told them people, you know, even if there's little young soldiers and they need a plate, then they get in a plate, because ain't nobody getting turned away from getting a plate. Now, if somebody want to be pretending like they need a plate and they don't need a plate, you know, take it up with God. But other than that, ain't no need fighting and begging for food. Here, we got enough. That's what I was saying earlier. And you know, as far as other things are concerned, people act like it's not enough of nothing to go around. And that's why they have to sit up here like, oh, hold everything to myself, or oh, try to sabotage somebody so that they won't get to it before I do. Do you know how much money there is to go around? That's your fault if you ain't out there trying to figure it out. We can't be mad at somebody because they out there getting their money or going to school, furthering their education, buying houses and cars and boats, whatever they want to buy. Why would somebody get mad at that on somebody else? Because I see it all the time. I see a lot of people and they live good, and you know what? I'm proud of them. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm especially proud of them when they look just like me. I do. I just because I feel motivated. I feel like that tells me that I can surely get out here and I could get it. But it's just a matter of not being lazy. It's just a matter of, you know, just really putting your best foot forward. And when you love something, don't stop, don't quit. Don't stop, don't quit. Don't look back. And I'm talking to myself too. I'm not just sitting up here trying to motivate y'all. I'm seriously, you know, at the end of the day, bless you, baby. See, I could tell. That's why you mix this all, even though it's just dry bread and stuff. I guess. I thought you said that earlier that you were scared to interrupt us. You know that you was going to use the rest of them. Make me some too.
I'm not making hash browns.
What are you making?
I was going to make turkey pot pie soup.
Oh, okay. I don't want any. I'll just taste yours, okay?
I was making enough for the house.
Oh, well, then I'll have some, yeah, if you're making that much. But see, kind of like with your hands, this gives you a better idea. Even dry, even with it being dry, it tells me what my consistency is going to be like. If I don't fix it, the ratio of bread versus, yeah, the ratio of bread versus cornbread. There's more bread. We need more bread. Can you give me another bag of that, where it says stuffing on it?
Yes,
Thank you, baby. Your dressing will be better and better the more that you mix it, though, guys. That's another secret. It's not just the sausage. But the more that you sit there and you mix it, it just gets better and better and better. And it's best to just take and just get on in there like your ancestors did, right, baby? And just get in there and just with your hands. Because you're taking it, you can just break up anything that's too little or it just feels like it's chunky or anything. Thank you. I don't want that whole bag, only some. Okay, I'll say win. Win. A little bit more. Hold on. A little bit more. Just a little bit. Win. That's good. So y'all, I want you guys to tell me, please respond to me, please help me to understand. Somebody had wanted me to make their whole Thanksgiving dinner, but it was for 5 people, right? And so I think they were getting maybe 4 or 5 different things. So the things that I noticed they were getting was a turkey breast. Those turkey breasts alone is probably 30 something, 40 this year. And they're getting green beans and potato, macaroni and cheese, and dressing. And there's one more thing, but we'll just say those four things. And then they were getting 2 desserts of their choice. They could choose whatever they want. So they said, "How much will it cost?" I told them the truth. It's $300. That's how much that is. And so this person seemed like I just had offended them. But what I want to know is, why is it that when people know that you're trying to do business and people know that you have a family to feed and stuff like that, they'll sit there and literally stop speaking to you and get mad if you don't give them the pricing that they feel like you should be giving them. And then they just kind of get frustrated with you, because I feel like this person is just going to start acting funny towards me because I'm not negotiating. I used to do that. I used to nickel and dime my own self for when I would perform services for people, like from their makeup or their hairstyles, or I would always nickel and dime myself till I read this post. It was like a meme, and it said, "Don't downplay yourself ever for nobody else." They said, "Don't downplay," it was to people who are in business. Your services are valuable, and let people pay you for what your services are, because a lot of times, people who are offering services and they're like in business for themselves and stuff like that, or we don't have any backing or anything. You know what I mean? It's just that we're trying to do this on our own, and people want you to negotiate with them, and downplay yourself. And when you're dealing with, when you go, if somebody, I don't know if y'all got a Village Inn where you're at, but anywhere, if you go and you get a pie, that pie is going to be probably about $25. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, the truth of the matter is this: if you guys are in business or you provide services for other people, stop letting people nickel and dime you. Your worth is your worth. That's what your services are worth, is what you're asking for, and no less. Because ain't nobody gonna try to negotiate when they go up to Walmart with their wallet wide open. Mr. Walmart is filthy rich. Mr. Walmart laughed them right out of that store if they go up in there and talk about, "Oh, don't you think that's too much?" Well, then leave. That's Mr. Walmart. Mr. Walmart said leave, but bye if that's too much. If it costs too much, then just go. Because I'm never going to do that no more. And that, to me, was well worth it. All my ingredients and then my time, too. Yeah, that's $300. And then you want me to deliver it? Okay. Hey, baby. Can you open the stage? Thank you. This white cup? Oh, okay. Give it to me. Pass it to me, baby. Thank you, baby. So remember, we want things that smell like really earthy herbs. And again, I know y'all probably say, "Oh, she always talking about anthrax," and damn it. But there's going to come a day when you guys are going to cook something, and you're going to have to. You don't have no choice but to be grandma, and how she going to find a way out of no way. This is going to be you. Okay, so we're going to take another earthy herb. This is aromatic. It's rosemary. And I want a little rosemary in here. We're not going to kill it with rosemary, but we do 3 teaspoons, which equals about a tablespoon. And then I want some more sage in there. This time we're going to do ground. This time we're going to do ground sage, and we're going to hit it with about 1, 2, 1/2 tablespoon. Go outside. Let him outside. Let her. Go on. Can you let this girl this thing outside? Yeah, going outside, Cookie. Go on. Go on. Go on. There they are. I know.
Calm down, girl. You are going to calm down. Go outside.
Acting wild every day.
Can I have the chicken bouillon?
What you want, baby?
Can I have the chicken bouillon?
Yeah. Do you want the cooler? Did you still want those cooler, the lid? Do you want the lid on that cooler
Yes.
for the turkeys?
Yes.
Then you would want to make sure it's on there. So what else we got to talk about now? Don't start getting quiet. I can't see. That's the reason why I can't see if y'all are talking to me. Let me see here. Oh, somebody said they love my chillins. Good. Yeah, I had a good day too. That's Pat. Yes, ma'am. I sure did. Even though, I was busy and tiring, and because I got a lot to do in the next 24 hours. Well, yeah, 24 hours. And then beyond that, we're just going to... This ratio ain't right. I still don't like this ratio. It's too cornbready. It's not right in the middle. Can I have more of those cubes, please? I'm sorry, baby. You know, maybe I don't. Maybe, see, remember I said, guys, take your time as you're adding. Go up slowly. Even with anything. So I'm saying just put more and more cubes in there, but I don't want it to end up like stuffing. And that can happen a couple ways.
I would say no more cubes.
No more cubes, yeah. It can happen with, if you do not, well, I guess a few ways. So if you don't mix your dressing forever, I'm talking about your arm need to be tired. You need to be buffed on your arm by the time you're done mixing this all the way up, once all the liquid goes in it. So that can make it have a custardy, stuffing taste, like that pudding bread, but savory pudding bread with sage and stuff in it. So if you don't want that, I'm telling you, I want y'all to follow this recipe this year. You know what? Because this is gonna be this is right on time for Thanksgiving too. Y'all will love this recipe if you follow this recipe. You love this recipe. I've had people because like I say, I'm from Colorado, but I have had people for sure tell me that they grandma made this or that, and that people underestimate people from Colorado, right? Because people just think that basically it's only white people who live here, or black people that don't know how to cook, or they only ski, and there's no. This is a resort town. No, you better get out there and you better get you a job. It ain't no resort time and nap time, okay? So that's where I live. But it is mostly white people out here. But the reason why I'm saying that is to say you can't really judge a book by its cover, because I know some people out here who can cook. The problem out here, though, is that we don't have enough black restaurants, soul food restaurants. We don't have enough, and I think we got 2 where I live out here. Out here in the Springs, honey, I think we got 2 restaurants for the black people. So we want that to where it's just ain't even barely on there. The reason why is because we wanted to catch that air so it can get a nice and crispy And I'm just gonna set it down right yonder. Ooh, that's heavy. Oh. Hey, Tati.
This one?
Well, you think you could go get me some Tylenol? My back is hurting me. Thank you, baby. So we're done with that part. We'll probably go ahead and let's take a look at some things in the kitchen. Oh, thank you. Somebody sent hearts. What does that mean? I love you guys too. But anyway, let me just go ahead and I'm going to show y'all what we're going to do in here with this little mixture, maybe. Because I don't have a burner available right now. I will show you guys something else. That's a trick for your macaroni and cheese, okay? And I said trick because I see nobody using it. So we're gonna act like this is new. A new thing with it. But it kinda is though. The way I do it is at least different. Maybe somebody else, I don't know, that's what they use. Okay, let me show you guys this trick about the macaroni and cheese right quickie. Quickie. But I just don't have the burner enough to, can this turn around? Oh yeah, I can now. Here, like, oh, thank God. I have 3, my back hurts so bad. Thank you. Where's something to drink? Oh yeah, water. Oh, my back hurt. Oh, my back hurt. I got help though, because my kids know how to cook. I taught them very young, and I mean, they really know how. Grown women be getting mad at them because they could cook good. One of them are cooks, one of them bake. See, look, there's some brownies sitting right here, right now. My daughter one of my kids just made them for no reason, just homemade, just out of nowhere. So anyway, what I like to do, this is not really a trick, but it's different. I know a lot of people like to use the macaroni and noodles, but I like to use the shells sometimes. You see, the shells have the little ridges on them. See them little ridges on there? And that holds the cheese on, and then it has an opening to where the cheese floats inside of it. I have to use a lot because I'm making them for a lot of people. So I would say that we're using a total of 6 boxes of shells, 16-ounce boxes of shells. Can I have a spoon, baby? A metal spoon? Thank you, honey. So anyway, this is a big deal. So you just want to, this water is nice and hot. It's not boiling. It's not boiling. Do not boil it. I do not pass go, guys. I'm just telling you. And if y'all coming through, can I get a thumbs up, please? Because I would appreciate that. And y'all could say hi. Don't be shy. Okay. So anyway, after they have been dropped in there, I'm going to just make sure that they're not sticking together. If you notice, I didn't put no chicken broth and bouillon. I didn't even put salt in there because it's not necessary. And another thing that's not necessary is to put no chicken flavor in your mac and cheese because it stands in onion powder. I don't like none of that in my macaroni and cheese. And now I will judge you on that. I will, because I don't like it. It's like a roast or something. No, I don't like that. I don't like macaroni and cheese that tastes like I done seasoned a roast. I like my macaroni and cheese just only the smooth, creamy cheese and the noodles. And that's the reason why I'm waiting for my noodle. I'm going to leave them in there not boiling or anything, just sitting there for probably about 5 minutes. After I take them off the burner, then I'm going to pour them into the colander and I'm going to hit them with some cold water. I don't want these macaroni shells or noodles or whatever I'm using. And you can use noodles if that's your choice, but you want to have them for even longer. I'm going to leave mine on there for about 5 minutes. If you're using just regular spaghetti shell pasta, like regular macaroni, I said spaghetti, macaroni pasta, leave them on for about 3 minutes, but mine is going to be left on for about 5 because the shells are more hardy and they do not get flimsy as easy. Okay. So as we wait, which I'm going to talk about, let me see. No, I'm not cooking it and then freezing it. What I'm doing actually is I'm making these, I'm cooking it right now and I'm just going to refrigerate it, take everything out, bring it to room temperature on Sunday because this is our food that we're making for the homeless and less fortunate community. It's just something that my family likes to do from us to help somebody. And so anyway, that's why I'm cooking early. I'm not cooking for Thanksgiving yet, but I have to cook for Thanksgiving as well. But like I said, I got help, honey, because I done showed my kids how to cook. I don't show them how to cook, baby. So with them, when they know how to cook, baby, we'd be in that kitchen and we'd be having so much fun. We take breaks, play cards on break. And we're going to work all night long. We're going to work all night long tomorrow. My daughter that is always helped me with the cooking side of things, she's really, really exhausted tonight because she has a lot of activities. And as a matter of fact, she's taking the day off tomorrow from one of her activities to be able to help me finish up this food. So the menu for the less fortunate people will be turkey dressing, green beans, potatoes, mac and cheese, and it should be yams. I feel like I have enough yams, but I feel like with yams, see, this is the plates that we're using for anybody who didn't see which ones we're using. These but see, they're like a biodegradable. So I'm afraid like if they have too much moisture in there. So that's why the yams, I'm thinking they have to be real, real sticky and buttery and delicious. Yeah, so we'll probably do the yams. And then I think that's all. Is that all we're doing? Is that the menu, Tati? Green beans, yeah.
Macaroni?
Yeah, got that. Macaroni and cheese. So like I said, we're not, of course I can't afford to, every single thing that I'm doing for my family I could do for this community out there that's less fortunate and homeless. But I bet you I ain't gonna give them no dog food. I bet you their food gonna be the bomb. I bet you it'll be something that I would eat. I don't do people like that. That's why I said before, don't do people like that. If you can't do it, the answer is no. But don't do people like that. Give them just any old thing just to say, oh, I gave him something. And I told anybody who wanted to participate in this, if this is something that you're interested in participating in, which is if you want to make financial contribution, or if you want to sit up there and give out play, whatever it may be, I said, I'm not being funny, but I said it just only could be from the heart. And the reason why I said it is because it's just true. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody up around trying to help with nothing. And you got to be careful about having people put hands on what you're trying to do and bless somebody. Because the wrong person come along, girl, they be done made it a bad day for people, and they don't mean it. They want to be seen. Everything gets messed up because of that. We that's not what we're checking for, and that's not what we're doing. So my noodles. Let me see. Let me get by. Sorry. Yeah, okay, let me show you. Okay, they're still relatively hard. The water's not boiling. See. Now, my kids and them, they have put all that stuff in there, for as far as the macaroni. They have put like those seasonings in there, and that's fine. And it's to each their own. And if that's what you like, that's what you like. It's just my preference. And that's all it is a preference. So please don't be offended because I said that I don't like my macaroni and cheese tasting like pot roast with onion powder and garlic and extra pepper in it and pepper flakes. I don't mean no harm by it. No, but they really be getting mad at me because I said I don't like that in there, but I don't like it. These recipes that we're even discussing tonight are all on my channel. The only recipe that is not on my channel is probably the green beans and potatoes. So maybe I'll make that with you guys. Because when I talk about some green beans and potatoes, I want them to be just so good that they're as close to being some collard greens or something. That's how good I want them to be. I ain't talking about taking them out to can and put some salt on them and melt some butter. No. I want them to have meat in them and there's different stuff in them. And that is all. Speaking of which, I don't have no smoked meat. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm almost scared to walk up these stairs because my noodles, I just let them sit for about 2 more minutes. You'll see. I'm going to show you guys exactly how they should look after they've been sitting there. Put them in. Was that loose again, that handle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alexa, set a 15-minute timer.
15 minutes. Starting now.
Oh, this look good. Can I stir this?
Yeah.
Can I show my friends this? This look good. What is this? Chicken a la king?
Chicken pot pie soup.
Chicken pot pie soup. Told y'all my kids just be up here cooking. That's why I be big. I be trying to get the GLP-1 and all this surgery test stuff. But baby, there's always good food here. These people have. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There. Let's check those noodles for swelling. Let's give them a stir. Can you make sure that I have one more colander so I can have a total of 2? Please, ma'am. Please?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm not ready yet. Another colander?
Yeah.
Because I do need, I wouldn't mind having before Thanksgiving all my colanders. I just want to do some organize my seasonings. I want to organize them and stuff too. I'm glad you're calling him. I want him to take this trash out. The trash is full of trash.
Hey, Donna, do you ever put colanders in the basement? Do you put colanders in the basement? Could you look down there?
Because I got to have 2 colanders.
Because Mom's house got to have 2 and then she also has to keep the trash out, please.
The most important thing though right now is the colanders. Because if these stay in there, then they will get messed up. And you guys want to move them. You want to keep an eye on them because these are cooking. This water is not boiling. It is not boiling at all. Can somebody send me, what does this say, a star? How you do that?
I don't know. I think you have to buy like 99 of them.
99 cents? Somebody send me a star, please. That makes me feel special. What else they said? Oh, somebody said, thank you. That's a nice compliment. Hi. Thank you. So, hello, everybody. Hello, world. For anybody who just is timing in, we're just doing our dinner. We're just making some stuff, some side dishes right now.
Did you find a colander down there? No. I'm sorry.
Where would colander? And it gotta have a colander. I gotta have 2 colanders.
There's no
I got
way.
one, but where's no?
That
That's
silver
not
one's
really a
not the one.
colander.
That's a steamer.
That is a steamer. Where would my colanders be? Ask Riley.
Yes, Mom.
Go fast though, cause these noodles are starting to get right where I need them at, and I don't want them to even act like they want to do wrong. If your noodles get messed up when you're making your macaroni and cheese, throw them away. Hit restart, cause it ain't nothing you can do. But hit restart. Hit the restart button. Hattie. Okay. Golly. Y'all, I have to put you back on this little tripod thing right here. Because guess what? It's panic alert time. I just don't understand why you guys don't put the stuff together. Then, if you end up being where you put it together, then it always you say colanders go here, this knives go there, like that. This is the last time we're gonna do this. I'm not gonna search for nothing. I want all of my utensils and stuff organized. This is the last time. The last. Okay, forget it. They all fit in one. Forget it for now, but I want all my stuff is getting found. Because when y'all put up the dishes, you just put up one knife and say, look at my block. Where's my knife? Where's it? I can't do that. I got too much cooking to do. Thank you. What?
Just rice and bread. Yeah, I was tired.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate it. Surely I do. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, I got to go on break. What kind of break is this? The bartender break or somebody? Look what that man said. Gosh. Okay, I'm taking a break. So let's talk. What are we going to talk about? Oh, so anyway, I'm gonna start hosting these ladies and stuff like that because I want to do a round table because we want to get to a point where we can hear from See, I believe this. I know this. God, when He made us, He wants us to all have love and have somebody. Because if not, then He wouldn't have made Adam to even have a person, a companion around. And so, with that being said, I mean, if God is us sweet, you know He wants us to have love. So, this ideal in my head is, it is like, I don't know, everybody, see, I've been married for a long time, so I don't know the dating community. But the stories I've been hearing, these grown men, play games with these grown women. They play, what they say, they play in their faces, and it needs to stop, you know. And so what I want to do is I want to have a matchmaking event, but I want it to be in stages. I want the first stage to be where men, they can meet with some spiritual counselors and some men who have been married for a long time, you know, and like kind of like a seminar in a day, maybe a 4-hour course that people would need to complete before they would possibly be invited to the actual meet and greet. Because I don't understand how these people be out on these dating shows and then they find out stuff like these men or these women, you know, is pregnant on the show by somebody, or they already got a boyfriend or girlfriend on these dating shows that we see on TV. And I'm big on people, you know, having love and having somebody. And I know that there are people, I don't want nobody, and I don't care to have nobody, and you know what, baby?
I found some colanders.
You did? Okay, can you put them in the sink so they can get washed?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Donna.
But yeah, because people just need to be screened. I would hate to have to be on a dating scene. I mean, you know, because I mean these people don't went crazy. Have you guys seen that show? It's about that. It's on Oprah Winfrey Network, and it's called Secrets Unlocked, Family Secrets Unlocked, or something like that. Well, this one episode, this lady, it's the very first episode of the first season. And this lady was married to this man, or she got married to him, and then they went on to have 3 children. And she kept on, you know, finding him cheating, you know, with other men. And it's like, you could tell that she was willing to ignore that for the rest of her life just to have that man in her life. You could just tell. I believe, if y'all seen this particular episode, I believe that she wanted to stay with him under any circumstances, even though he had actually left her to go get married to the other man that he had. And they end up being, you know, good friends with each other. I said to myself, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not that forgiving. I'm not. And when I tell you that I'm in my who gonna check me era, it's just the era that I'm in, because see, I'm going through a lot with a lot of these with just these women that I have been around, not even friends or anything. It's just women. I see why a lot of people say that they don't like to be friends with women. Like, a lot of ladies feel like that. Like, they feel like they would rather have male friends than to have female friends. Well, I don't think it's cool. You know what I mean? I'm a married
Excuse
person.
me?
Yeah.
I just found some more Tupperware and stuff in the garage.
Oh, good. Okay, thank you. Is this something I've been looking for? Oh, look. Oh, yes. I can send that other thing back. Oh, look, the egg cauldron. That's for the deviled eggs. Yeah. garage, so you may as well take it back in there. And then we'll put it on that shelf. That shelf is high like that. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm back, but like I said, I'm glad when people, they're not like, because they have bad relationships and stuff like that, that, you know, they don't want to just sit there and be like, why give up on love and I'll never find love again and all that. And that's what makes me just want to sow into the singles community. And I think more of these churches need to have these places for single, like the singles ministries and stuff like that, because I think it's just a joy. I don't like being single. I don't like being single. I'm not saying that I would be with anybody to keep from being single, but I just, now that I'm married, I'm a needy wife. I like being where I have access to my husband. I don't like when he has to travel too much. I don't like, even when I travel, I be up on the phone just, what you doing? You know, like that. Like us, that's how I am. And I have heard a lot of women say, you know, that they don't like being too much bothered with their husband. Oh, I'm glad he gone. I'm glad he left town and all this different things like that. But it's like, no, I don't be glad about that girl. I sure don't. I'm one of them, my man type wives. And that's just what it is. And I would like to see more people in those good. Hi, how are you guys doing? I would like to see more people just to where they could leave that alone. Trying, you know, to hold everybody hostage for what their ex-boyfriend did to them and their ex-girlfriend did to them. Release the people, even the one, they already did it. Release them. And the reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, that's over with. How can you receive your next blessing if you still holding on to the past? If you still holding on to what went wrong with you and whoever you was dating or with. So until you let go of the past, then, you know, how can you really just have some kind of future like that
Alexa, stop.
with the next person? Because you can't. You can try all you want, but if you don't get over what whoever did to you, it ain't gonna be right in your next relationship. There's always gonna be some kind of arguing or drama and all that going on. It just is. Always gonna be a fight. Lay down. Lay down, Jackson. Lay down. Come and lay down. Good. But yeah, you just, it's nobody's fault that the relationship didn't work. Just be glad that you got whoever it was from up around you. That's all. And that's all you can do, boo. That's a little piece of cornbread that's trash. That's the way I'm having them thrown away. This is how I want your noodles looking, y'all. I want them looking hard. I don't want them looking appetizer. I don't want them looking cooked. I don't want them looking hard. Because next, we're going to make the sauce we'll see. We'll do that in a little while. Once Tati get out of here. Tati, get out of here. Tati, go on. Will coffee make you stay awake?
Yeah, and also, kinda makes me up tomorrow, because then I gotta drink a lot of water.
Why?
Hydration.
Oh, for tomorrow. Remember, you're not going tomorrow.
Yeah, but then tomorrow I have to basically make up everything off the caffeine and water.
Oh, okay. Hydrate before you caffeinate. That's what they be saying. That's what they be saying.
I think dinner's almost done.
Dinner's almost done.
I think this is good.
There's a little coffee bar, guys. This used to be that little bread bar or whatever it's called. What is that called? And that's where I like to sit there and just make my coffee. And then that away, I could caffeinate. Caffeinate before I hydrate. I'm seeing if this is how this machine works around here. Cause this is on like a tripod that moves. When I move, then it's moving. So that's why I guess it's moving funny at times. That looks good. Is it good? I know it is. It looks good, child. Oh, that look delicious. Oh, that look delicious.
Alexa? Never mind. Call Popsicle Land. Hey Dad, do you want to eat now or do you want to wait until we get off? Okay. It's chicken pot pie soup and some biscuits. Alright,
Ask Dad if he wants some coffee.
do you want some coffee? No.
No?
Alright, love you. Bye-bye.
Please, what's wrong with him? Keep doing that. Oh, that's annoying. What's wrong with him? Has a bug or something?
Hey Don, do you want some dinner done?
Hi everybody. When you guys come and visit me, I just want to ask you guys if y'all would mind hitting the like button, please. That makes me feel better. Like, wow. I mean, should I just log out of here? Nobody liked me. Everybody want to be there where they're welcome and where they liked. But speaking of which, this is another reason why I don't like female friends, is because you know, I find a lot of time women are just, they're not supportive of each other. And so I want to meet females who are supportive. I think I got one person that I know, maybe about 3 people that I know that seem to be supportive, you know, but I like to be around people who, even if they're not supportive and their views are different, they want to do something different than you, at least they not hating. Even if you don't support what I'm doing and you doing something different, at least don't be hating, be confident. I don't like being around no woman who's not confident in herself to where she's end up hating. I just don't really like to be around nobody hating. My mom told me straight up many years ago. My mom lived to be 90 years old. My mom died 2 years ago. And my mom, Ben, told me. She said the people who are jealous are dangerous. And I thought to myself, like, I just didn't kind of take it in. I was thinking of dangerous. Dangerous, how, what they gonna do? But a dangerous person will do anything. They'll do anything to anybody that they feel like doing it to. Let me see if that goes on. But yeah, and that's just what it is. So we're just gonna continue to finish up with my cooking. I think when I come back, if I come back tonight, I think I will, because I want to show you guys the dressing and how I'm gonna make it. But anyway, well, we'll talk later. God bless. Thanks.